wants to learn or get inspired on how to braid your short hair or any type of hair you have 10 different ways. If braids had dance moves, that would be mine. What's yours? One thing that I've learned throughout the years is Mr. Clean is not your friend when braiding your hair. You want that grit, you want that texture. Basically, you want to be a dirty girl. No, that just went somewhere way wrong. But basically, you want some kind of texture in your hair. If you are gonna braid on the first day, add some texture spray like I did today. This is the Oribe, and I love this stuff. It's super easy to use, and it's great. Let's start off with the number 1 braid, and that's probably one of the most known braids out there. It's the French braid. My hair is parted in the middle, and I'm gonna take a small section and then take some bobby pins and then pin it back. So I'm gonna grab right below and then just meet my fingers in the middle behind the little bump, and then divide into 3 sections. Taking my right section, I'm gonna put it over the middle and tighten it down, just like that. And then going to the other side to my left section, I'm gonna bring it over to the new middle section. Once I get over to the other side, I'm gonna place the right section down and I'm gonna start adding hair. Once I get to the middle, I'm gonna stop, take this section and cross it over the middle with the added hair. Hold it down, place this section down, the left section now. I'm gonna slide it towards the middle and bring it over the middle with the new hair. And then continue doing this again. Once you have no more hair to braid, just tie off the ends with a clear elastic. Before I finish off the hairstyle, I'm gonna go back in and pull apart the braid to make it a little bit more bigger and add more volume to the hair. Andre and I are making fun of my little rat tail right now. It's so bad. All right, let's do something about that. So I'm gonna take the little hair and I'm gonna roll it underneath and tuck it and pin it away with my mini bobby pins. Andre just said the rat tail was being a good doggy. Put its tail away. So obviously, you guys saw that my hair did fall out in the front because it is too short. And I like to keep it this way. I think it's really pretty. It frames the face very well with the braid. And this is my take on that really beautiful classic French braid. Number 3. That's number 2 in Dutch. And I did just Google Translate that. This is the Dutch braid. It's basically an inverted French braid. Instead of the strands going over the middle, they're going underneath. Starting with my 2 pointer fingers. They're like my best friends when it comes to braiding. Grab a nice section. It does not have to be perfect. And split that into 3s. Grabbing my right outer section, I'm gonna tuck it underneath the middle. Bring this one to the other side. Take my left outer section. I'm gonna bring it right underneath as well. And this is where I'm gonna start adding hair. So taking my pointer finger, drop the section down, grab it, we're gonna tuck it underneath. Going to the other side, grab some hair, drop the outer left section, and then bring it underneath the middle section. Continue braiding your hair until you reach the crown portion of your head and then stop braiding there. So once you reach the crown, I'm not gonna braid the little portion that's left. You can if you want to, I don't prefer. But when I tie it off, I grab hair in the back underneath the ponytail that's left and I just tie it off closely to my scalp. That way the little ponytail won't be hanging loose and it's gonna be nice flat to the head. I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna loosen up the braid to give it a more voluminous, bigger look. So I'm gonna start in the front and I'm gonna start gently pulling the braid. You can leave it like this without doing anything extra to your hair. You can do like a little messy bun right here at the very end of the braid, or you can add a little beret. Remember my 3 little shields? You can add it right on top of the ponytail that we did to hide the clear elastic if you want. This hairstyle will consist of 2 fishtail braids. So I'm going to divide the hair, creating a section kind of mimicking a mohawk. Making sure it's pretty even, that looks good. And I'm just going to clip this away for now and then grab the rest of the hair and pin it away. I'm going to let this section go and I'm going to divide it right in half to create 2 sections. So from the front, I'm going to grab a small section of hair, and then the fishtail braid is consisting of only 2 strands. So split it right in half I'm going to take off a small section on the outer portion of the braid, and I'm going to tuck it underneath, adding it to the other side, like that. And do the same thing to the other side. Take a small section off, bring it underneath, and add it over to the other section. Just like that. This is where I'm going to start adding hair. Take a little section from the braid. You can add small or large, doesn't matter how big. And I'm going to drop it and then grab hair from underneath and add it underneath to the other side. Take some hair off. Grab some hair to create it a little bit bigger and bring it over to the other side. So this braid does take a little bit extra work, but it's easy to work with because it is only 2 strands. Once I had no more hair to braid, I just braid another inch to 2 inches, and then I'm just gonna tie it off with a clear elastic and keep another 2 inches of my hair unbraided. Go on to the other side and repeat the same exact steps. You can leave it like this with just the little ponytails in the back. Or what I like to do with this hairstyle, the ends, I'm going to cross them over each other. I'm going to place them down. I'm going to take this little hair clip and I'm going to clip it right on top of it. So there you have it. This is my style for the fish style braid. You can also add a little mini bun in the top, just like with the Dutch braid, but you can leave it like this. Braid number 4 is going to be a lace braid. I'm going to section off my hair for the hair that I only want to grab in the front. I'm going to grab a section from the top and I'm going to divide it into 3 sections. A lace braid is basically where you add hair to only one side instead of both left and right. Without adding any hair, I'm going to take this front section and I'm going to cross it over the middle and then just repeat on the other side. Take this section, cross it over the middle. So this is where I'm going to start adding hair to only the front section of the braid. Place this braid down. I'm going to take my finger, my pointer finger again, my best friend, and I'm going to add the hair all the way from where the section ends, where we sectioned it off. Grab the hair and bring it over the middle, like so. Take this section right here. Without adding hair, I'm going to bring it over the middle. Place the section down, the one that's closest to my face, index finger, grab the section all the way over to the section where I parted it and bring it over the middle. Towards the back, take the section, bring it over the middle. This braid is super easy because you only have to concentrate on one side where you add the hair. I'm going to continue braiding this hair until I have no more hair left to add. Repeat on the other side. Once I'm done braiding, I'm going to take these little rat tails and I'm just going to bring them towards the back of my head in the middle. And I'm just going to pin them away with a little bobby pin. Take the hair that's clipped away and unclip it. And there you have it. It's a legit tiny miniature lace headband on both sides. Braid number 5 is going to be a waterfall twist. So it's basically like a waterfall braid, but it has a twist in the braid. So I'm going to make my part a little bit more to the right, not too crazy deep. I'm going to grab a nice section of hair starting from the front. So with this braid, I'm going to start working from the back, making my way down. So I'm going to take this hair and I'm going to cross it over, like so, over the middle, and then under the front portion, like so. I'm going to drop this section, and then I'm going to take this section right here and I'm going to twist it over the middle. So that's where the twist comes in. Hold these 2 sections down, and this is when you're going to start grabbing hair. So I'm going to grab smaller sections, and I'm going to take this hair and I'm going to bring it over, like so. And then take this section and I'm going to bring it over. So basically this one's going under, like that. And I can just pull that, see? Going back to the outer section, I'm going to cross it over the middle and stop. Go back up, grab a smaller section, and we're going to bring this over the middle and then under the outer and drop. So I'm going to take these 2 pieces. I'm not going to take the little waterfall portion. I'm going to take these 2 pieces and tie it off with a clear elastic. So you can leave it like this, or what I like to do to add a little bit more glam and sparkle into my life is I love these little bobby pins from Francesca's, and they always have different kind. I'm going to take the bobby pin and secure it right on top of the little hair tie that I just did, right to the hair. And that's my take on the waterfall twist braid. So if you guys love the whole idea of waterfall braids, but you still can't really grasp the technique of the whole pulling through, grabbing the right step, this is my faux waterfall braid. It is so easy. Faux show. Grab a section in the front, divide the section into 3s, and just braid like a regular 3-strand braid. Over, under, over, under. Once I reach the end and I have about like 1 inch to ½ an inch left unbraided, I'm just gonna tie it off with a clear elastic. So you see how the braid is positioned going towards the back? You see these bottom portions, the little bumps that it makes? This is where I'm gonna pull it apart and create this hole. Just like that. Create the hole from underneath. And I'm gonna start grabbing smaller sections of hair from the top to pull through. And just pull it through. Just like that.
Put it in the hole.
Exactly. Put it in the hole.
That's what she said.
Move on right to the next one. Make the hole. And grab a section of hair and pull it through. And we're pulling the hair through the top. So do you see how it's doing that? Super simple. So once you have pulled majority of your braid through, you see I have 2 little sections left. The reason why I'm not going to pull through more hair is because if I pull any more, just my braid is going to fall apart and it's too thin. So I'm going to leave these few pieces left undone, but majority of my braid is complete. It is so easy, you guys. You have to try this out. You can leave it like this, just like I said with the waterfall braid, or you can add the same thing, a cute little piece of some kind of glamorized pin, and just make it pretty. And this takes us to number 7. This is gonna be the 4-strand braid. I'm gonna start on the left side first, and I'm gonna leave some of this hair hanging down to kind of frame my face a little bit. And then I'm gonna grab a nice healthy section from the top. And I'm going to divide it into 4. So this creates 2 outer sections and 2 inner sections. So I'm going to start off first on the front side, closest to my face. Taking this outer section, I'm going to tuck it underneath the first inner, underneath, and then go over the second inner section, like so, and stop. And then taking the outer farthest section, I'm going to bring it over the second inner and under the first inner section, like so, and stop. So taking the front outer section, I'm gonna do under the front middle and then over the other outer section. And then just continuing this. So you see this second section right here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna take 2 of these. I'm gonna cross this outer section over the second middle, and I'm gonna hold all 3 of them together and just hold this one on its own. I'm gonna take the braid and I'm gonna pull it up. When you pull apart the braid, concentrate on the outer portions only. Leave the center alone. So, and then when I finish pulling it apart, I just tied it off with a clear elastic. Once you have the second braid done, and you see how the braid is not laying flat to my head, I'm going to take a small mini bobby pin and I'm just going to pin it to my hair underneath. So there you have it. This is my 4-stranded braid. Braid number 8 is a macrame braid, and it sounds really fancy and really hard to do, but it's really simple. So with this braid, because my hair is so short and I have short layers, I'm gonna take a smaller section of hair to begin with. So I'm gonna grab a small section of hair from the top, and I'm gonna divide it into 3 like a regular 3-strand braid. When you do this braid, don't go too tight. You wanna start it from the front, over, under, over, under, over, and under. And continue doing this until you have about like 1 inch or so left of all 3 strands. So you see you have 3 strands. You have outer, inner, and another outer section. We're going to take these 2 outer sections, put them together, and pull the braid up. So we're going to keep this middle section hanging straight down. So do you see how that creates kind of like this macrame wave and kind of pull it down. Keep pulling up and then pull it back down. Kind of separate the pieces. So because this braid is so tiny and thin, I'm not even going to use a clear elastic. I'm just going to take a mini bobby pin. I get these either on Amazon or Sally's. I'll have it linked down below. And then I'm just going to take some hair, pick it up, and then just hide this braid. But I'm not going to pull it. I'm going to leave it pretty loose. Take the mini bobby pin and just secure it. You can leave it like this, just one braid, but I'm going to show you on the other side as well what it looks like with two. So I wanted to show you guys a quick difference. On the right side, I grabbed a little bit smaller section of hair and I made it a little bit more polished. I didn't pull it apart as much. And you get like that really beautiful defined, like kind of like the macrame braid. And then the other side, it's a little bit thicker and it's a little bit more messier, but you still get the same effect. Which one do you guys like better? The thinner polished look or the little bit thicker, messier look? I think they're both so pretty and they look so intricate, but they're so easy. That's what I love about this braid. We're almost there, you guys. We're on braid number 9, and this is the rope braid. It is super easy. It's basically doing twists, but it does have a little bit of a technique to it. So I'll be doing 2 rope braids today, and I'm gonna section off my entire head going from the front to the back, and then pinning the rest of the hair that I'm not gonna work on away. So I'm gonna start grabbing a section from the front of the head, split the section of hair in 2. I'm gonna twist it going towards my face, but I'm gonna go over towards the back. Grab some hair and twist going towards my face twice. 1, 2, but going away from the face. So you see how it's creating that rope effect? So grabbing extra hair to the section that's underneath, twist towards the face twice, and then away, bring it over. And I'm only adding hair to the bottom portion. And you want to always keep it tight. You don't want to let go at this point because it's not secure just yet. Take a clear elastic and just tie the end of your rope. So you see how it's staying in place and it's not moving anywhere? That's where that technique comes. You can actually leave it like this. I think it's super pretty and edgy. And this you can do with wet hair, because you know all the flyaways will be perfect and it will be easier to twist. And it's actually really pretty once you have your hair all dry, untwist, and you have the most beautiful, natural, heatless waves. If you want to make the hairstyle a little bit more fancy, you can do something like this. I just connected the ends in the back, creating like a halo effect, and I just bobby pin them down to my scalp and then put a really pretty, like the bobby pins that I was using, I just kind of put it on top of the bobby pins that I secured to give a more glam effect. Hairstyle number 10. We made it, you guys. This one is a beautiful one. So I have just sectioned off my hair exact same way as the Dutch braid and as the 2 fishtail braids. I'm gonna work with the section up on the top. It's kind of like that mohawk style. And I'm gonna take the section down. Grab a section in the front and I'm gonna split it right in half. I'm gonna take a smaller section from the right side and I'm gonna start doing the infinity Dutch braid. So Dutch braid, the section goes underneath at first and then over the middle and bring it to the other side. I'm going to add a little bit of hair from the side to make it a little bit thicker, and then I'm going to take this underneath this section right here, and then we're going to take this section over like so. So basically under, over, under, over. So I'm going to just tie it off, finish it with a clear elastic. I'm going to grab some hair underneath to make sure it's nice and flat to my scalp. Once the braid is secure in the back, I'm going to go to the front, and this is where I picked up the front pieces of hair. So there you have it. This is my Dutch Infinity, like bigger retro braid for short hair. You guys, we did it. I'm so proud of us. 10 braids for short hair. It's possible. And just to make it easier on you guys, I will have the timestamps of each braid hairstyle, so you can click on the time and it will take you straight to the braid that you want to look at. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, spending some time with me, and getting some more inspiration for your short hair and all the different braids that I just did. I'll see you guys very soon, and I love you all very much. Bye.